First time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, as we are well into sneak peek update season for Clash of Clans. We've got Town Hall 13, we've got the Scattershot new defense, we've got camps full to the brim with Yetis, and now, finally confirmed and officially revealed, the fourth hero, the Royal Champion, comes to Clash of Clans at Town Hall 13. So here she is in all of her glory. Over the wall and at them, the Royal Champion is only afraid of 4 things, and the enemy isn't one of them. She attacks with her spear at short range and throws her shield to take down defenses once her Seeking Shield ability is unlocked. And there it is, her Seeking Shield. That is going to be the special ability that you trigger. And yes, it is amazing. And let me tell you right now, the footage that I recorded for today's episode was pretty much the first time I had ever played the Royal Champion. So you will see the shock in some of the stuff that she does. It's crazy. All right, 20 levels coming to the Royal Champion. So that means 4 levels of her special ability at 5, 10, 15, and 20. So this should be one of the first things you work on as a brand new Town Hall 13, especially if you can get her to level 5 ASAP. Now, I'm hoping that there will be a Town Hall 13 pack out there that when you go to 13, you know how you sometimes get those discounts. Hopefully that will happen. If it does, that would definitely be a good value, because I feel like this is going to be key. The scatter shots, the new levels to defenses that we saw Clash of Clans post a couple of days ago, there's a lot going on, a lot of big improvements defensively for Town Hall 13, so it's important that we get that offense working, and I really think the Royal Champion should be at or near the top of everyone's upgrade list as we go to Town Hall 13. Here is the level 16 Royal Champion. We're leveling her up right here before your eyes. Remember, this is the developer build, so the numbers may change. This isn't necessarily exactly what she will be, but at level 20, oh man, okay, she is powerful. She's got a lot of hit points. She does a ton of damage. And just watch this ability. Okay, first of all, oops, I forgot. Oh yeah, she targets defenses. So yeah, she's gonna go over here to these defenses. So let's make sure we keep that in mind as we watch the Royal Champion at work. The spear, not a super long range, but man, look at the damage as she's gonna wipe out this Eagle Artillery in just a few seconds. Doesn't even need her ability, and remember, not only does the ability send that shield out, but it regenerates a big chunk of her hit points as well. So she feels OP. Right now, watch this. Here's a great example of what's happening. All this damage raining down on her, and then watch the ability right here, and watch what happens. Here it comes, and boom, bow, bing. Oh, come on, look at that. 5 defenses, all falling to the Royal Champion right here by herself. She gets through the cannon. 5-0, Royal Champion wins. Okay, now let's take a closer look at this ability. Holy cow, did you see that? Okay, I realize you're watching the video, you probably saw it. Let's watch another one in slow motion, and man, come on. Now, this is not at all like, say, the E-Dragon's ability in that it reduces in power as it goes from building to building. It stays the same. And right now, the level 4 Seeking Shield does 1,860 points of damage. That is insane. Watch these level 3, 2, 1 Expos right here in the back get annihilated. As you can see, major damage, and I just wanted to make sure that it was consistent, and sure enough it is, which honestly seems crazy OP right now. A lot of people were worried that defense was getting too strong. Watch out, Royal Champion. Holy, okay, here we go. How about multi-target Infernos? Not a chance. Check her out as she's gonna get her way through 3 multi-target Infernos. Technically didn't even really need her ability here, but then when I hit it, what? Did you see the shield go off the screen? What? Wait a minute. What is the possible range here? Okay, we're gonna get to the range in just a moment. Let's check out single target Infernos. Now remember, her ability is only health point regenerative, so it's not going to help her against the increasing damage of a single target Inferno, and I have to say, she looks really sad there, leaning on her spear. Okay, so let's check out this distance that this thing has, this Royal Shield, like the distance of the discus, because it looks like a discus being hurled into the air. It is crazy. Now, this was the first replay where I saw that, okay, this is going to be insane. Look at this thing go all the way up to the top of the screen to get the next nearest defense. So the description of her ability made me think that it was only going to get nearby defenses. And of course, in reality's sake, this probably is not going to happen most of the time. But imagine the possibilities late in an attack if you were to use her, and she goes and does that, taking defenses out all the way across the village, literally. And I figured I would test that next. Thank you, Developer Build, for giving me the opportunity to build a village with only 4 defenses, 4 cannons that can all be one-shotted by this shield ability. And you ready for this? Ready for this? Here it goes. 1, 2, amazing, 3, and the quadruple. There it is. I have no idea how hard she has thrown that shield, but then I was ready to end the recording. I thought, wait a minute, check her out right here. She is in the core of this base. Now, there's only the one other defense, right? It's the maxed out Giga Tesla, though. So I thought, of course, it's going to wipe her out. There's no way that she could possibly get through all of these buildings herself, especially the Giga Tesla. I mean, that's a lot of damage coming out. And sure enough, she's going to head for it after this gold mine. Here it comes. And the Giga Tesla wipes out the Giga Tesla does a lot of... The Giga Tesla going down fast. That's right. You can see it right here for your eyes the very first time ever. The Royal Champion soloing the maxed out Town Hall 12. We haven't tried her against a Town Hall 13 yet, but let's make sure that we do that before the end of today's episode. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, she feels so crazy strong. And I talked to Itsu about this, and as always, I recommend that you make sure you go check out his channel, his video today about the Royal Champion after you've seen mine, unless you saw his first. But first, okay, wait. Before we do that, let's go ahead and set the all-time distance record for the shield throw. All right, this one will hold throughout Olympics to come for many, many years until she can throw from the home village to the Builder Hall right here across code Galadon. Use code Galadon, and it takes out the cannon, comes back for the CC, and then the next nearest building, because remember, once there's no defenses left, it's going to go after the nearest building, just like any other defense-seeking troop would. And here's a zoomed-out replay of that amazing shot right there. That is so cool. So amazing to watch. And okay, let's go ahead and throw in the Royal Champion with a Town Hall 12/13 attack. As you can see, not everything is maxed out offensively or defensively, but it's a good way to kind of take a look at some of the possibilities. Now, I talked to Itsu again, and I suggest you watch his video because Itsu's thought on the Royal Champion is that it will separate the really good players from the average players. And what he meant is the really good players will be able to take advantage of her mechanic and exploit it to the nth degree, meaning that if you're a really good player, you know exactly what damage she is outputting, what defense she is going to target, if she can one-shot it or not, in funneling, in main attacks, at cleanup. This is going to be an incredibly valuable unit, and she is kind of complicated. If you think about it, if you take the time to study a base, especially in War or CWL, then this is going to be a unit that could really give you a huge advantage. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she needs a nerf at some point, because right now, and this is just amateur Galadon talking, she seems crazy strong. So incredibly strong and so much fun to use, and I'm just throwing her in. I mean, I'm not even using any sort of advanced strategy right here. I just threw her in with the attack, and Itsu said that he thought most players would either A, use her to funnel, which does work out pretty well, especially if she's going after defenses that she can one-shot with that shield, or B, just dump her in the middle of a P.E.K.K.A. smash or a Yeti smash attack, and she is going to add that much more horsepower to the main attacking army that heads through the core of the base. I don't know. I am excited right now, and we've had 4 insane days of crazy sneak peeks. We've seen Town Hall 13 and the Giga Inferno. We've seen the Yeti. We've seen the Siege Barracks, which, you know, some are saying is not that exciting. But again, if you've watched Itsu, you know that he used some incredible strategies with it. And there's more to come. We are not done yet. Obviously, with Town Hall 13, you guys have already told me you're expecting to see new wall levels, new defense levels, maybe new troop levels. This is going to be exciting stuff. It is a crazy time for Clash of Clans right now. The meta is completely out the window. A complete new balance, meta attacking strategies, dozens of attacking strategies, no doubt, are going to develop with Town Hall 13. And I just cannot wait. Remember, again, if you're watching my channel, you're watching my live streams, I will be developing 3 Town Hall 13 accounts, 1 to max out, 1 to rush, and 1 to farm. That is going to be a lot of fun. But before we go, let's take a look at the Royal Champion versus a maxed out Giga Inferno. We will leave the sound effects on. Let me know what your prediction was. Mine was that she would get through, but she'll need her ability to get the job done. Here she goes. Royal Champion versus a maxed out Town Hall 13. And it looks like a single target Inferno, but remember, it's not. It's the damage more like a multi-target Inferno. Sure enough, she needs her ability, and then the shield goes flying. I wish I could show you what it went flying to off the